Alright, hey guys, once again, I'm going to show you how to do my version of a ZVZ build. Showed you last time how to do a 6 pool, so go check that out. But this time it's going to be obviously a different strategy. And ZVZs are very quick paced and it's like a coin flip. You guys have probably heard that before about ZVZs. But it's really anything you can go can be countered. So, I mean, if I went, say I went Zergling and they went Baneling, they would have me. If they went Roach and I went Baneling, they would have me. And if they went Quick Expand and I went Zergling, I would have them. So, anything can really be countered. And, here we're just going to start out. Whoops. And, showing harvesters, everything should be the same up until, well, now I guess he's deciding not to build any more drones, and it looks like he's going to be building a spawning pool at 10. I usually like to do an 11 spawning pool or knock out the Overlord before I lay down the spawning pool like he did. So, I mean, this is going to be a much slower spawning pool than he otherwise could have done. But as you see, I'm getting my gas at 14. I build up another drone and lay down my spawning pool. And it's not too much farther off his. It should be by the time his lings get to me, I should be able to defend against them. And I'll even have speed much before him. And I should have a harvest lead on him too. So his decision better pay off by overwhelming me with Zerglings in the beginning. But don't think that's gonna happen because his pool didn't get up quite early enough. As you can see, mine is getting close to done. And yeah, so from here he could either expand off this pressure and try to drone back up and get back on the economic level with me, or as you can see I'm still ahead of him, or he can go roaches and or banelings and try to just take me out. So I can see these Zerglings with my Overlord run into me, and I have 6 on the way, so there'll be no problem to stop. And I don't know why he only made 4 too. If he's gonna go with such a early spawning pool, you usually want to make, I mean, 6, 8, 10, so you can use them and have an actual reason of why you got out the spawning pool so early. I already have my speed on the way, and as you can see, he doesn't. And still ahead of him in harvesters, ahead of him in Zerglings, and I gotta eat Zerglings out, so I should be pushing back, checking out what he has. Well, and he seems to be going with the Roach Warren right here, which is probably my choice. I would either go Roach or go to an Expand early game as Zerg. I think those are definitely the 2 strongest. And I haven't revealed any of my tech yet. Well, here we go. I'm going hatch, and he can't see that. So he won't really know what I'm doing. And scouting is extremely important in matches that are against your own race, because it's really a coin flip in most of the matches, especially Zerg. So here we go. Just going to be poking up with my Zerglings a little bit. Got a little supply box, but it's whatever. And I only keep 1 drone on gas. You really need the minerals, and there's nothing to spend gas on. Get up that spine crawler. Spine crawlers I like a lot because you can save, I mean, 4 larvae, 5 larvae that you won't have to spend on Zerglings just with 1 spine crawler. So you can get, I mean, 3 or 4 more drones. And getting up my second queen, gonna bring him down there. And he's just sitting on 1 base, going roach. There's a few roaches out, I can see them. So, poor move on him. I know exactly what he's doing. And those are just the little things you want to watch out for when you're playing these games, not to make the little mistakes, because they can really lead to your downfall. And I know exactly how to counter him. I'm getting a Roach Horn as well, some Zerglings, because I don't want him to outroach me. And I'm not near Lair Tech or Mutas or anything. So I'm just making roaches. And as you can see, I need to transfer these drones as soon as possible. And supply capped again, so definitely make sure you don't get supply capped. Throw down a second spine crawler because I can see that he pushed out and I don't want him to overwhelm me, but he didn't have as much as I thought, so I can hold this quite easily. He actually overextended with his roaches. He should have scouted better with his overlords to see what I had as defense, and I took out all of his roaches because of that. As you can see, I now have a 14 supply lead, which is huge. It's about 1/3 of my supply, so I'm 1/3 supply up on him, and that's just huge in a coin flip, in a ZVZ. And let's see his units. Here he does have 3 drones up on me, but as you can see how much larva I have, and I should be making a huge wave of drones right now. I think I just need an overlord, or I don't know what I was doing, but obviously wasn't paying attention. I was attacking up here, checking out to see if he had a base, but he built it over here. Just smart. Now I actually did not realize he had this, but so it was smart of him to hide it. Try to get back up on economy, and here you go. I'm starting to get my gas right at around 40. And start to tech up. Now I should be getting more drones, but I'm still afraid of this push, this roach push. I've been waiting for it so I can get my own roaches up. And as you can see, he has the same amount of roaches as me. He does have a few more zerglings, but I do have these 2 spines, so I can be defensive, no problem. As you can see, upgrades. I love upgrades in ZVZ. The upgrades give you a huge advantage, especially with zerglings. They attack 0.7. They attack so fast, so especially attack upgrades. The more you can get, the better. And especially when you get up to, I mean, most ZVZs don't go this long. But if you get up to Spire, you get the Spire, Greater Spire tech. You get to Broodlords and things. These attack upgrades and things, especially for Broodlords with those Broodlings. They're actually affected by attack upgrades. And as you can see, I'm going to the Spire. I already got my lair, and he's just massing up roaches and lings. Not droning up for some reason. He's just sitting back and making an army, which you don't want to do. You want to spend all your larvae on drones, as long as you know you're not going to need to fight soon. As you can see, I've taken advantage of that. He has 20 lings and 11 roaches, and just sitting there doing absolutely nothing with them. And I've used so much less larva on army, so much more larva on drones, and it shows. I have almost double the amount of drones as him. And the only reason he's at a supply lead is because of all these roaches. Now, roaches, the army is pointless. We're not going to use it. But here we go, he pushes out. I should see this with my overlord. Yes, I do. Let's see what I'm producing. I will supply box a little bit, but I'm making banelings for these lings. He's going pretty hard on the lings. And I got these roaches and the rest of these lings. Deal with the rest of the roaches. Now my spire is done, so I'm pumping out these mutas. The only problem with mutas is if you don't have enough, you're not going to be able to kill their army quick enough, and they can just make roaches, remass roaches, just keep pushing, and your mutas won't be able to kill them quick enough before they do a lot of damage. Now as you can see, I'm getting my +2 attack, +1 armor for my lings, and my mutas are here. And he decided to go back. Don't quite understand that either, but we'll keep going. Now it's two base versus 2 base, but I have 20 more drones than him, so I mean it's really him only being 1.5 base because he could have just saturated 1 base on that amount of drones. And let's see income, and the income shows. I've been a solid 400 or 500 ahead of him the whole game, which is why I can mass up. Better army, better economy, better tech. And I should be trying to move on to an expansion. Yes, I am. Expanding a little late. Most of the time you do it at 9, but since it's EPC and you can never be too careful, I took it at 13.5. And my creep spread's starting. And the good thing about creep spread is it gives you vision. Now, you will benefit from it, and so will your enemy. So it really offsets each other. But um, it helps your vision if they're moving out and your overlord doesn't catch or something. And here we go. My overlord spread's pretty good, and I have these mutas. Should be here. I have 11 mutas, so here they are, doing some damage in his base. Took out this whole drone line, that drone line. Didn't realize he had that, but we're starting to take out these mutas, these overlord, or these hydras, these overlords, and sending up these mutas as well. Now his army is so vulnerable right here. I'm just taking out these hydras, and he can't do anything about it. They're shimmying one by one, and he just left the game. So that's how I would do his EVZ.